Hey guys, it's Tani here. I built a chapel for a friend of mine on PlayStation, and I shared the build on Facebook. So I was asked on Facebook how I made the stone pathway. So I made an intimate wedding chapel for a friend of mine that needs edits now that I'm looking at the finished product because I'm a perfectionist, but I was just asked how I made the stone path, and this is a quick tutorial about how I made the stone path for that build. So here you see the chapel and you see the stone path to your right, and here you see the close-up of the path. So we're just gonna go into a blank place, just pick any old place, and we're gonna go into build mode. Ta-da! Alright, so I did notice that I picked the perfectly centered lot. It's weird because, I wasn't thinking about it and I just picked the lot. It just so happened to be perfectly centered. So here we are, perfectly centered lot. It's pretty cool though. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our cheat menu, which is going to be your L1, L2, R1, R2 buttons, and we're going to type in bb.moveObjects. And once we've done that, we're going to type in bb.showLiveEditObjects. Okay? All one words. You don't have to turn on cheats for this. I changed a lot to generic because it allows me to find a lot of things without having to do the special search. So in a generic lot, you can build anything. There are no requirements. And I go straight to objects by function. And in this case, I wanted to show you the other way. So I gotta wait for the objects by function to stop loading, which is what we're doing. There. And I'm going to exit out of that. So normally we would go to the magnifying glass and we would enter the search bar. And in the search bar, you would just press R2 and wait for everything to load. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go to objects by function. This is the fastest way that I have found it. And we're going to wait for that to load. Then I go all the way down to generic items. And once that's loading, because that loads all of the debug objects. So once that loads, we click on generic items. So you have community items and you have infinity items, and you also have the generic items. So we click on generic items again, and my game just uploaded, so you're gonna see like updated. You're gonna see all that stuff. I'm gonna skip that. So you see all of the new things, which are all my packs. All that stuff's going to be at the top. But once you get here, I'm in the base game. These stones are base game. Anyone can find them. And I just scroll until I find the stones. Ooh. We're just going to keep on scrolling. Now you see all the stuff in base games. If there is no logo on them, you don't need any special packs to get these items. And I didn't know there was a waiting area, so of course. So here we are. We found the stones. We've got the dual garden path stone, and we have the regular one. We also have the flat stone. We have the slate stones. We have the extended slate stone. We have the slate corner stone, and we also have like a concrete pavement tile. These are what we use to make our paths. The Sims walk on them. They're actually a part of your world already. A lot of parks already use them outside of the park area, and so we just organize them. I just pull out a bunch of them. I tend to pull out more than I need. It's ironic though, because for the chapel I pulled out less, and I actually need to go in and get some more because you cannot duplicate these. So you just gotta pull a bunch of them out, and then you line them up. Like for me, I try not to keep the same shapes close together, and I'll even like rotate a shape so that it looks different, you see? And then I'll even shrink some, and I just line them up. I have them go where I am trying to get them to go. And this is how you can make the 3 stones all look different. So as you can see, it kind of just comes together and looks like a little path. So with the slate path, I can shrink this big square one to be more of the size. I would have to shrink it one more time for it to actually go with this corner slate piece here. But it goes really well with this elongated slate piece. So if I shrink it, I can do a bunch of different ones there. I can rotate it up or down. I can make it, you know, any way that I need to make it. And this is how I do my stone paths. So it's really simple, and then I just make the ground under brown or sand or gravel, and boom,